Just come over here, and I'm going to sort of do this for you guys as cameras, so get whatever angle you'd like to do. Excellent.
Can I communicate with that?
Just his yes. You know when you're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, it's recording.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to introduce myself for the camera. I know we got to know each other a little bit yesterday. My name is Viscout Tristan. I'm from North Shield, originally in Mid-Realm. Fighting for about 27 years. The last 10 years I've been doing Aikido, martial arts, and I have my own dojo for a few years now. I would highly recommend teaching. It will teach you more depth of understanding when you are teaching other people that you will get just by going and fighting. So I want to bring not only what I've learned from the SCA side, but also the martial arts side. I'm very much a student of hopology, the science of combat, not just the sport, martial sport, but what the SCA does. My interest grew to expand and cover many different things between not only Aikido, Japanese martial arts, boxing, pugilism, wrestling, kicking, you name it. I wanted to know it all. Kind of greedy that way. By the way, a couple people are videoing today. I'm videoing myself. We talked yesterday about videoing yourself to analyze. My video is to analyze my teaching. So I'm going to take that and look at how I'm conveying this information to you. If you have your own video, you are free to put this up on YouTube, share it with anybody you like. I will happily and freely share anything that I know with you guys and anybody else. I just wanted to get that on there too, so people know that it's cool. I will also practice trying to speak slower for video. I get very excited. I'm passionate. This is I love this, and I'm really glad to be able to come down here and share His Grace's seminar class this weekend. So, with that, the thing that I wanted to come down with you guys, I didn't really figure out a name for it. Originally, I thought of like an energy efficiency sort of thing. It doesn't really have a catchy name, so I'm not going to be making a DVD of it.
What am I going to title the video?
Exactly how you going to title a video. We'll find out as we go along. We'll find out a good name. We've been finding out a lot of good names and phrases this weekend, so I'm sure we'll come up with something good. What it really comes down to, and His Grace was displaying this all day yesterday, efficiency of motion. When do you put energy in to get speed, and how much do you put in? And if you want to fight through a tournament throughout the afternoon, you want to fight in a battle that goes for 2 hours, you don't go running around all over the place and burning up all of your energy. And then when you really need it, it ain't there. You take the gas out of your tank. A lot of time we're going to go over some initial shot mechanics, because I was also watching what all you guys are doing, and I want to give you what you need here, not just talk about what I want to talk about. And it will, I think, help everybody for what you guys are doing. There's some folks who are really quick. Saito, you're fast. You've got some speed. You've got legs. Everybody's got their own specific characteristics and traits. We want to make that as efficient as possible to get the most power out of the least amount of expenditure. All the while, with hopology, there are certain martial concepts that are sound no matter what sport you are doing, no matter if it's a boxing ring, a wrestling mat, or a back alley. There are certain things that will win regardless of what the limitations or the hybrid sport or whatever activity that you're doing. To me, those are the core concepts that have to be there. If you are sort of cheating and doing stuff that your sport will allow, but is not martially sound, eventually you are going to find that what you're doing, somebody else in your sport will take advantage of. And those are the deficiencies you want to start trimming out. So with that in mind, I wanted to talk a little bit about how to generate power. Most people think, if I could actually borrow Drew, and just leave the sword for now. We're going to get to the sword. I'm actually bringing this in from old pugilism. The idea of, just stand right here, of generating power. Let's pretend I have a sword in my hand, or actually let's pretend I'm a boxer and I just want to hit him. And you think, here's my huge wind up, I'm driving tense, and I'm pounding a tent stake, I'm going to drive this in. Okay, all of my energy expenditure is in the first part of this blow. Well, he can see this coming like I'm putting up a billboard. instead of that, instead of driving, and I'm burning energy all the way through, and by the time I get to this point, the energy is starting to decrease. And by the time I make contact, when I really need the power, it's all gone, and I've burned that power up. So we're going to do what they call a wall drill, and this is something that goes back as far as Marciano and Jack Dempsey, even probably farther. I want to burn it at the end. Even Bruce Lee talked about this, the 1-inch punch. Where I want to make the connection is in the last couple inches. So I'm going to set my, have you guys partner up. I'm going to set my fist on his chest, and from here I'm going to sink my body. I just want to get, this is where my energy burn is going to happen. Not out here. Out here I'm just going to be relaxed and smooth, and we're going to do this with a sword in a minute too. Relaxed and smooth, there's where I want my power. Right? So all we're going to do 2 different drills. Firstly, I'm going to set my hand on the chest. I'm going to sink my weight, and now I'm throwing with the legs. Notice my arm isn't moving. This is that forward motion. Right? Just going to set it in. He's going to stay. You can do this against the wall, by the way, if you don't have a partner. Just set it here and hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then release. Right? Set it. Release it. Right? Now, the second drill is going to be a tap drill. I'm just going to take the last 3 inches. So I want to practice when I go from relaxed to tense. So now, the last one, we'll actually do a third one, is I'm just going to get my arm there. This should be the part that you want to practice the relaxation even more than you practice the tension. Because if you practice tension, you're going to want to be tense all the way through. So now I'm throwing my hand out. Here. Relaxed. And notice I really didn't engage my hip. If I was actually boxing, I would do what they call a drop step. And we're going to cover that in a second, because this is where the fight really happens. This is what they see. It's really out of here. And without even moving the foot, relax, relax. And then I recover. Tension's gone, now I recover back. Now I'm back to relax. Because Gray Sean was doing this all day yesterday. Only using tension at that moment when he needed it. If you guys were out here for another 3 hours, he would have been fine. And everybody else went, oh God, my arms are like spaghetti, right? Exactly, already that. And how many fights did you have yesterday? Maybe 8 or 10?
Yeah, 10,
somewhere in that
10,
ballpark?
12 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. That might have gotten you maybe through a 50-person tournament, 30 to 50-person tournament. Certainly not a 2-hour res battle.
It would suck for a pool tournament.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to have you guys partner up. And I just want you to try this a little bit. Practice the relaxation for the most part, and just think of that fluid motion of using the hip turn, getting your hand there, and then sinking in at that last second. And then we'll do it with a sword. I'll show you guys how to do this on a pelt. I just want you to get a feel for this.